Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to look at 3 mods, and we're also going to talk about 2 of the mods that Haemimont Games made as test mods when they released their mod tools. So let's get started. The first mod of today is the miscellaneous mod, Show Equipped Armor. But we can see this is how the guys look when they have their armor on and everything. If we go look at them, they do have armor on. And basically it has no impact on their appearance in-game. So once we have installed the miscellaneous show equipped armor, we can go in and choose a theme. I've chosen Navy theme. So if we apply and we go look at our guys, how they look when they're all dressed in Navy. So this is the look in the Navy colors. And as you can see, the different helmets. He has a Kelvin helmet. Fox has a heavy armor helmet, and if you look at her, hers is a bit different.
You just like watching me walk.
If we look at Igor, and this is the funny thing, he actually has the night vision goggles, and those don't work at all. We could put the gas mask on him. He will have this weird helmet on. He looks better with the blue beret because that fits the Navy theme. If we put on the steel helmet, he will have a steel helmet on. And we could try to put on the Kevlar helmet, and that would work as well. But actually, the night goggles won't do anything for him. So yeah, this is the Navy theme. This is how they look.
Do stuff.
Also, the chest armor, if we look at Fox, she has a heavy vest. If we take it off, you can clearly see that she's taken the armor off. If you notice, the pants change as well. So the armor pants in here doesn't do anything really. Once you put on the vest, the pants change as well. Let's look at the other 2 color schemes. So let's go check out the khaki color theme. And we can see this is how they look when they are in khaki. And last of all, let's go check the green. And this is how they look in the green. Again, Igor with his blue beret, so you have to put a helmet on him. But of course, once you put a helmet on him, he will fit right into the narrative. So yeah, that's the show equipped armor, and it doesn't change anything in the game in terms of game balance or anything, but it kind of makes your mercs look like a real army. I really do like it. I really do like it. Now the second mod I want to talk about today is Audaki's UI enhancement. But before we go on to that, please push that subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and only 5% of the people watching the videos are actually pushing that subscribe, so please help me out here. Audaki's UI enhancement is a compilation of several mods. We had the mod show XP and level. We had the mod show free move AP. We had the mod show tired and rested and explaining moral influences. And of course there was the colored ammo in weapon, and option sliders have numbers. Those are mods that we have talked about earlier on this channel. However, this mod just combines everything into one. If we look at Igor, we can see that he's tired, that's -1 AP. He's wounded, that's -1 AP. His team moral is -1 AP. And he's very low overall, meaning he has -2 action points. Of course, you can also see the free move action points you have. You can see Igor has 5 and Raven has 3. When you go into the ammo, you can see that they have different colors. If you look at them, you can see that the red with the red text is armor piercing, and so is the red down here and the red down here. If you look at the blue, those are explosive. Same goes with these one. It has a high crit chance and inflict bleeding and high crit chance. And if you look at that, high crit chance again, and it's blue. So basically you can see the color of your ammunition, red or blue or green or yellow, and pretty much figure out what that is. Also, you can see on your weapon what kind of ammo you have in it. So here we have 9mm armor piercing. We can unload it, of course. And if you load it again with standard, you can see it's gray. This is another way you can see by the colors what kind of ammunition you have loaded. Another thing that was put into this compilation of mod, and we had that in a previous mod, is the option sliders have numbers. So, well, it's a minor thing. Pretty much everything in this mod is just information you can get and making stuff a little bit easier to see. There's no real benefit other than giving you info, which of course is a benefit in itself. So the third mod we're going to look at is tons of guns. This mod added a lot of guns to the game. Pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, assault rifles, and heavy weapons. For now, the way to get them is buying, for instance, the modified MP5K, and once you buy it, you will get something extra. So right now we have absolutely nothing in our inventory other than a med pack. So if you buy that, we get a C96 and we get the MP5K. So this is the C96, 1 time 16 damage and 22 range and 3% crit. And it has a lot better range than the high power get from the start. But it hurts a little bit less. Some of them you can mod, but not all of them. We can also try and buy this thing up here, the modified Glock, and we get an SL81, which is a really big thingy. It's a 29 range, 1 times 29 damage, and 4% crit. And this one we can actually modify with different stuff as well to change it around a little bit. We can try and buy the modified auto, and we get the P90 as well. So this is the only way to get them, and you have no control over which one you get. But if you're lucky, you can get some of them from the weapon shipments as well. That's a ton of guns, and I'll just post a list here of the guns you can get. In order to get the 5.7 ammo for the gun, you just have to buy 7.62 from this guy. That you'll get 72 5.7 ammo as well. This is a way to get some of the guns early on. Other than that, you have to hope you're lucky and loot the gun somewhere else. Now the fourth mod I wanted to talk about today is the mod made by Haemimont Games, the Thompson Gun. I actually looted one, and I looted it fairly early. I looted it back on the first island. In the last battle at the first island, granted, but still, it was fairly early on. And if you can see, this is the gun we normally have. 3 times 7 damage, 20 range, 3% crit. And it has decreased bonus from aiming. Now, looking at the Thompson, it's 3 times 21 damage and 20 range. This beast rocks. It kills people. If we compare it with the MP5, you can see this is 3.8 damage and 16 range, and this is 3 times 21. This is a really, 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 really bad gun. I would go as far as to say it's quite overpowered, especially because you get it really, really early on. This is by far the best weapon I had in the beginning. Even if you compare it to the AK-47, this is 3 times 10 damage. And granted, it has 4 more range, but I mean, still, if you want to have it in the game, you have to move it manually from the game files to the mod folder. And finally, and the last mod of today is the Scrounge mod. This is also a mod that Haemimont Games made, and this is an operations mod. So basically, this is the Scrounge mod, right? Some merge can scrounge the sector for extra loot based on the sector that it is used in. So basically, we need wisdom to do it, and of course we can just say MD and Fox will do it. So we start the scrounge, and after some time they will come back with some loot. And the loot they found this time was some chipped sapphires. So basically, yeah, $350. Depending on where you search, you can find different stuff. So if, say, we go to the diamond mine and do the same, this time they came back with some different grenades. Overall, this is a nice little operation you can do if you have nothing else to use your time on, and you install the mod by doing the same procedure as you did with the Thompson mod. So basically you move it from one folder to the other folder, And then of course you go in and enabled it in the mod manager. In any case, that's all the mods for today, and hope to see you soon. And if you play Baldur's Gate, check out my Baldur's Gate mod video as well. Rex are out.